the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. Here's a give to Miller. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Crowder now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff to Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Score Panthers 7, Vikings nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
3.
Stafford on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that's complete to Adams. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
He's tackled at the
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Panthers 7, Vikings nothing.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nick Bosa on the stop. It's a gain of a yard.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Stills complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
A gain of 19 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jameis to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Vikings 3.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Brought down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford for the phone cut, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Yeah, a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Miller running right. He'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Vikings 3.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford, slant to Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Third down. 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Going deep here for Stills. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stafford. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Thrown in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Panthers 41, Vikings 10.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which...
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Looking deep for Julio. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
first down. Stafford here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Looking deep for Adams. This guy's man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with the pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
41, Vikings 22. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We're moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Winston. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Armstead able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st down at Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So
there he goes, left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On 1st and 10, Winston. Going deep here for Stills. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
they go play action here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the interception, Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Completing a quick throw out wide. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jameis now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
First down, Winston. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Completes it to Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Gain of 17.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Winston here to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Carolina.
From the red zone now, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 10 more and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
5 brings up 2nd and goal.
This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sammy Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. Jameis to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
1st down, Panthers.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.